Welcome back, Enchanters, to another episode of Enchanting on. Well, I would like to say this is unraveling because y'all all will get to experience the entire Beauty and the Beast capsule collection from Disney Traditions Jim Shore. This was requested. Y'all comment below. I mean, I've only been giving you content based on request. So we got 3 requests in the last, I'd like to say in the last 3 weeks to do a Beauty and the Beast. And so here we have it. I'm so excited. Okay, so where do we even begin? Before we even start, hi there, I'm Jean-Pierre Bon Jovi. And if you're watching me for the first time, hi, how are ya? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell below to be notified every Monday when I come to you with a new segment of something that I am either unpacking, unraveling, a new shipment that I've got in the mail, something. I just can't wait to share my collection with y'all. Aside from my collection, maybe unpack or purchase something that you maybe have been wanting, but you're curious and you don't want to make the commitment. Comment below. If it's something I'm interested in, I might just look into it. And yeah, so before we even continue, this is epic. And again, there's my Instagram link. I've been working on my Instagram, so thank you to everyone who has gotten us over already 250 subscribers. Y'all are amazing. But without further ado, let's dive in to Beauty and the Beast. So first off, my all-time favorite Disney movie is Beauty and the Beast. It is my favorite Disney movie. For some reason, I see myself so much in Belle. And so maybe in relationships I've always been like the fixer. I put up with a lot of you know what. And I just, something about this story is just it's just impeccable. The music, the characters, the color story, Belle's iconic yellow dress. It's so unconventional from like any other princess dress. There's just so much about this movie that's so nostalgic, and it's my all-time favorite movie. And so let's go ahead and dive in with the very first piece Jim Shore created in the Beauty and the Beast collection. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this was the first piece, but I think it was. And the name of this piece is Moonlight Enchantment. And it is part of the Disney Princess Collection. So what he did is he created every princess in this size, and their dresses depict a popular scene from the movie as you zoom in and you look closer. This is my favorite version of Belle that he has ever done. So of any of the Belles you're going to see here, the facial expression, in my opinion, is the best. It's 100% accurate. I don't think he's ever done another piece where the face was so accurate. It was the first one. And again, I think that's an testament to his older pieces are just simply iconic. There was a lot of attention to detail that went into them. Not many were produced. They weren't as mass-produced as he is now. Jim Shore has gone so mainstream. And this was the very first piece that he created. One of the very first pieces. Because I'm not sure if it's this one or another one. Absolutely love this piece. And it pairs well with another piece, which I have on the floor. I'm actually going to move this out of the way. It pairs beautifully with this piece that was in my previous video that you may have seen or may not have seen. If you haven't, make sure to go check my playlist. It is the top 20 most expensive Disney figurines ever made. In my experience, and this is up there. This is like top 30 ever made, and it is Beast. He goes beautifully with size reference with Belle, and he is a 360 piece. As you zoom in, I love this. This is the best Beast he's ever made. The attention to detail is so freaking amazing. They got his size beautifully. Everything from his feet, his pants to his vest, his arms, the bulkness to his chest is insane. The configuration and the details of his face is just so immaculate. It's absolutely beautiful. And as you turn around, here you have Beast transformed as a prince. He is standing on a pedestal. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I do like displaying the Beast. I don't really display the print side, but this is a great piece to probably put on a rotating piece on your curio or inside, however you're displaying it, because it is a it is a 360 piece. And again, even the prince, him transformed as a prince, is so impeccable. How they captured his facial expressions from the movie. Love, love, love this piece. The name of this piece is The Beast and the Prince. A Beast. Wow, Jesus, this is really, really, really small. The Beast and the Prince, a beast beneath. Oh, it's called A Beast Beneath the Spell, a Prince Transformed by Love. Holy crap. This is the longest title I've ever seen to a piece. That's literally how long the name of this piece is. The Beast and the Prince, a beast beneath a spell, a prince transformed by love. Jeez, that's quite a tongue twister. So that's the name of this piece right here. Now, I've asked for price points because I always do that as well. When this beast piece came out, he retailed for about, I think it was like about $85, $75, $85. He has now gone out drastically. You're going to find him on the secondary market for about $500. So it's like times 5 the value plus. He's become very, very, very difficult to find. And then the Belle piece that we showcased, that one when it first launched was about $60, $65. It's a tough one because I've seen many of them. It's like hit or miss with that piece. But on average, you probably could find it right now in the secondary market for about $200, $225. Sometimes you might get it even cheaper for like $125. Depends where you're finding it. But that's the value on that one as well. Moving forward, we have other pieces. Now, that piece necessarily didn't come out before the other ones I'm going to showcase, but they just are a cute set, so I just showed them together. Another piece that came out relatively really soon from that point was this one. It's Belle. It's called Beautiful Belle. As you zoom in, this is a personality pose piece. It is so adorable, and it's the first time they featured Belle in her peasant, ordinary peasant clothing. She's carrying a bouquet of flowers. You can really immerse yourself in this experience. I love the base on this. The rose modeling that you see around here is just absolutely gorge. This piece has gone up drastically in value. When it retailed, it came out for about $26, $28. $24 to $28, and now it retails for close to about $200, $225. It's become quite difficult to come across in the secondary market, though most personality post pieces are relatively easy to come across because they made a lot of them and they made reprints. This one was not one of them that they made a reprint of. That's why it's become a lot more difficult to come across. And there you have it. Aside from this Belle, the next piece is this one. Making this, I believe, the second most expensive piece in this collection. It is Belle, Princess of Knowledge. This piece, as you all know, this is the third that you see in this series. We've showed Cinderella, we've shown Ariel, and now Belle. There are 5 princesses that were part of the Carousel collection. This being the second rarest one after Ariel, it's the Belle. It is so gorge. You have her horse. The detailing. Jim, please come back to this attention to detail. The detailing on the horse, all of the imprints, the rose modeling, the different colors, the satchel, everything, the face, the hues of colors. So much work used to go in as you look and we dissect this piece. So much attention to detail used to go into these pieces, and I miss it. I really miss it, Jim. I really do. This is why I fell so in love with it. And I'm going to be honest, lately a lot of the pieces, because they are so commercialized and it's so much bigger, they are absolutely gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but the quality just isn't the same. And this is one of them. If you look at the base, it has all these like red poppies. It is just absolutely gorgeous. How they got this to really the horse, like here is on the carousel. Most of it's on this side, but most of the weight is distributed here. I don't know how it's supported itself like that, but again, incredibly done. This was again a part of a 5-piece series. We had Cinderella, Ariel, Belle, Snow, and Aurora, and then we have the carousel. This piece is going to cost you close to about $450, $400 to allocate. It's become very difficult to come across. And people who have had it in the past, unfortunately, were very reckless with them, have displayed them just out in the open. And they are selling them in the secondary market, but they're always damaged. There's one thing or another wrong with the pieces. So just to be mindful with that. It's a very difficult piece to come across. And if you have it, comment below. Congratulations as well. After that piece, he made the Princess Sonata. This one right here is called Belle, Beauty Comes From Within. This was a sonata piece that you would put on top of a musical sonata, and there is a magnet that triggers the sonata to play 6 different songs, and each princess has a different song. So this one right here is going to play, I think she does Tale as Old as Time, if I'm not mistaken. And in this series, there was Jasmine, Ariel, Aurora, Cinderella, Tiana, and Belle. It's also become quite a difficult piece to come across. About like $125, $150 in the secondary market now. They also did make a reprint of these as well. This is the original release, and then they did a reissue of them. Next we have the most expensive piece in the collection, in this capsule collection, and considered maybe top 3 most expensive pieces ever made. And today we have the light. I put my battery on it. You see me feature this piece in my top 20 most expensive pieces ever made. And it is the Bee's Castle. What can't be said about this piece? It is not only a light up feature, it is also a musical feature and a rotating feature. So inside the dome, you have Beast. As you zoom in, you see Beast and Belle dancing in miniature. Reminds me a lot of like Disney Polly Pockets. And one of my favorite Polly Pocket castles that I own is the Beauty and the Beast castle. And they're so beautifully made. They're very tiny, but how they got the detail is just absolutely amazing on this piece. And there's no other castle collection that actually showcases the actual character. Aside from the Rapunzel piece coming out, it will have Rapunzel sitting outside of her window. But this piece is just absolutely gorgeous. When this piece came out, it retailed for about $125 was the retail value. Very few were made of this piece. And when it was released, retailers were able to they could only purchase one, basically. So normally when you buy anything from Jim Shore, you can purchase, you have to as a retailer, I am a retailer for UNESCO, you have to purchase a minimum of 2 pieces. This piece, all you had to do was just purchase 1. So most retailers were only purchasing 1 because they weren't obligated to purchase 2. Many times a lot of small mom and pop shops or Hallmark stores don't want to purchase 2 because they may get stuck with products. So if they can just purchase 1 and see how it moves, they'd rather do that, especially with a piece that's worth $125. And at the time, no one knew this was going to blow up. So most retailers only ever purchased 1. And there were a lot fewer of these ever produced. I'm so fortunate to have been able to purchase this and to own it and to have it in my collection. It's one of my biggest pride-ish joys. This is probably the most sought after piece on almost every Facebook group right now. Everyone wants this castle. And it's become very difficult to come across. And when you do come across it, you're going to pay no less than $1,000 for this. Guaranteed. If you can get it less than $1,000, it's someone selling it on Facebook Market app or on a secondary market, and it probably doesn't have a box, or it has it's chipped. And or someone who has it is selling it and doesn't know what the value of it is because they can't even find the value on it on the secondary market to attempt to sell it. So there you have it. Aside from that, we also have this piece right here. This is also part of a 5-princess piece collection. This is called Belle and the Beast, Love Conquers All. This was a collection that came out with a beautiful castle in the background. I've showcased Cinderella and Ariel with y'all, and they also made Belle, Snow White, and Aurora with their princes. And so here they are. This is the first time we ever see this pose, and we end up seeing this pose 1, 2, 3, 4. We end up seeing this pose like literally 5 more times in the collection. It's insane. This is actually the first time it was featured. This piece came out first, then the castle came out. It's here, it's inside the miniature castle, and you're going to see it in a few other figures as well. The only distinction with this one is Belle's hand is actually right above his, it's right above his shoulder versus his side. It's a beautiful piece. Again, it's become difficult to come across as well. This one goes for the secondary market for almost like $175, $150, tops $200. It may be more. I personally haven't been paying attention, so I don't know what it's been retailing for. But I gave you the name, and you can always check on eBay to see what it recently sold for. When it came out, it was about $50, $55, $50, $45 or $50, somewhere around there. So we got that. Following that piece, I'm trying to remember, like, ooh, what came out next was this one. This one is called Something There. This has also become quite difficult to come across as well. Very much so after. It's the first time we experience Belle in this beautiful, beautiful in her winter ensemble when she's outside playing in the snow with Beast. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. This piece has been going easily for about $300 to $400 in the secondary market. It's become very difficult to come across. Now, Europe did get a second reprint of this, and when they did get it, the European version, Beast's mane was poorly done with this like green paint, and everyone was terribly disappointed. Even this one, you can, if you notice it, even the original one, the color of here, it's like a khaki green. They really got the color off really bad on this piece, but the European version was really bad. It should be a darker brown, and instead they gave us a khaki green color. Terrible, terrible, terrible coloring on this. Very disappointing that. But again, if you got the European version, forget about it. Like, people went livid when that piece came out. Everyone returned it. It's when they made the second release to it in Europe, because it was so horrendous. Literally was like forest green. Like, Beast does not have green hair. It was so weird. How that went through quality control, I have no idea. And typically with pieces like this, Disney must... Jim designs a sketch, Disney must approve the sketch. Then the prototype is designed, and then Disney must approve the prototype. So, I don't know what happened there. And then they are replicated and mass-produced. This is absolutely gorgeous. Love this piece so much. Again, very challenging to come across. And be mindful of it. They did make a reprint of this, but be mindful of this mane, because the European version was the reprint. It came out about, like, I like to say less than 2 years ago. Yeah, like 2 years ago. And it came out for the original retail value. I think it was like $60. After that, we have a few other pieces that have come out, but I'm going to talk about this one. This is a replica of that piece. This one is called Something There, the same name. The only distinction is this is part of, as we discussed before on this channel, the White Woodland collection. I also like calling it the Winter Woodland collection. And this piece was an exclusive. And if you notice this one, the brown is perfect. Like, we get that beautiful brown. And though their colors are muted, because in this collection the colors are muted, I just love the base on this so much. The base is absolutely stunning, stunning. I love this version a lot more than I do the original version. I'm not going to lie. I love the detailing. You can see the little bird food, the bird seeds falling. It's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. Now, this version was an exclusive to Colby Collectibles. They are one of Jim Shore's biggest retailers globally, located here in the United States. And I'm part of a Disney group. And they were taking pre-orders in that Disney group. And so, yay. It's one of the biggest Disney groups on Facebook. I don't have their permission to publicize them, so if the admins are ever watching and they give me permission, I would definitely share it. But it is the biggest, I think, one of the biggest collectible Disney groups, and Colby Collectibles was taking orders there, and you can order this piece. You can go to colbycollectibles.com, and it's Colby Collectibles, like Colby Jack Cheese, colbycollectibles.com. And Colby Collectibles has released a total of two limited editions they've ever made in partnership that are exclusives only to them. This being one of them, and another is a Jasmine with Raja, and it's actually colored. I'm not sure if they still have them in stock, but here it is. It's an exclusive to that retailer only. And this piece was actually the first time ever that Jim Shore did an exclusive retail store only ever. He's never done that before. So it's pretty epic. And that's how you can own this piece. I do believe they're sold out of it, but you can try checking it out on the secondary market. And or check their website. They may still have some. Following that, we have, where are you? We have the Seasons Princess Collection. There were 4 seasons that were made. This is one of them. This is called Beauty of the Fall. This is Belle. As you zoom in, the details are beautiful. She represents the fall season. They made a total of 4 of these. Cinderella, Ariel, and I believe Snow. Yep, Snow was winter. Belle was fall, Cinderella was spring, and Ariel was summer. Absolutely gorgeous piece. Very difficult to come across. It will cost you about $250, $300 in the secondary market. This was when Jim was transitioning and he went from his blue boxes onto his red boxes, and that year was a little challenging because they were getting a new vendor. Inesco was getting a new manufacturer. So a lot of these pieces were very limited in their size run, in their runs. They didn't get re-releases. And I'm so fortunate for purchasing them when I purchased them upon their initial launch. The same time this piece came out, this piece also came out. And I'm so glad I got this. It's Curious and Kind because it's become very, very sought after, and I just love the coloring here. Her dress is very matted in this piece, which I really appreciate. And this collection was a collection of the princesses. Again, her face is so beautifully done here as you zoom in. And it's the princesses with their like best buds or their companions. And here she's holding Chip, which is super cute. This piece, there was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of these that came out. I think 9. And we had Belle, Mulan, Cinderella, Snow White. I know we're missing someone else. It's not the 5. They never made Jasmine. Wow. So yeah, we have Cinderella, Mulan. Oh, it was Rapunzel. Yeah. So we have Belle, Cinderella, Snow White, Mulan, and Rapunzel. Those were the 5 pieces that came out. Mulan and Rapunzel were standing figures. The other 3 were sitting down, which was Snow and Cinderella. And then they issued new ones. And they made Ariel, Tiana, Pocahontas, and Aurora. They added them as well to the collection. Aurora's standing, and Tiana, Pocahontas, and Ariel are all sitting. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pieces. Again, the name of this one is Curious and Kind. This one, when it released, was about $50. It's now gone up drastically. It's going to cost you like $165 for that one. Moving forward, we have this piece, which is very difficult to come across. It is called Enchanted Christmas. He did a collection of snowmen for various movies, and the snowmen were depicting, you know, the either an iconic scene on there in the chest of the snowman as you zoom in on those details, and then all around him, really cool, fun aspects of the movie. So he's holding the snowman's holding Lumiere. The snowman's supposed to be Beast, a rose staff, the birds on his hat. You have Beast and Belle, the scene that we just shared here, something there right in the center of his chest, and right above you have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vest. It's a stunning, stunning piece. This piece calls for about $250 now in the secondary market. The problem with this piece, it's very, very, very difficult to come across. I'm surprised it's only $250, which I think it's an adequate price for it, $175, $250 to purchase it, but it's difficult to come across. So when you see it for $175, make sure you get it. Don't sleep on this piece, because the longer you sleep on it, the more difficult it is to come across. This was also a piece they did not make many of. It was limited in its run. Aside from that, we shared this piece before. Not this piece in particular, but we shared Cinderella before, and now we have Belle, and these are bookends. So we have the Cinderella and the Belle. When you put them together, they're bookends. They're beautiful, beautiful pieces. Here she is, Belle, reading her book. Also, her face here is done so, so, so beautifully. What's wrong with me? I'm yawning again. This has become a very difficult piece to come across. These were not pieces that they made a lot of. And it, again, the bookends piece, you get them both together. We're not featuring Cinderella because you already saw that. If you saw my Cinderella capsule collection, you've seen that one there. So make sure to go check my playlist. You can find Cinderella. And they came together as a set. They were not sold separately. Beautiful piece. Is very heavy. The base, because it is a bookend holder, so the base is very, very, very heavy. This is heavier than the castle, if you ask me. I think this is even heavier than the beast. This is the heaviest piece I think there is. Actually, no, the water globe is. But beautiful piece, and this one's called Cinderella and Belle Bookends. We're going to rest this down here, because we also have two other pieces. We have Love Endures. This is the Storybook Collection of Beauty and the Beast. There was an entire collection that came out of these beautiful pieces. It's Beauty and the Beast, clearly. And I'm saying that because in the back you see the movie title, Beauty and the Beast. So it says Once Upon a Time. It's the beautiful stairs going from 2D to 3-dimensional, cascading down out of the book into the actual front piece. You have Cogsworth and Lumiere, and then you have Belle and Beast. And again, it's the second time you see this similar pose with both of them together. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I love this piece so much. It just transcends you right into the movie. This one is still not challenging to come across. You can still find it for like about $80. When it launched, it was like $65, which I've seen. They've made reprints of it. Another piece that came out around the same time, and it's when they introduced both that collection and this collection, Tale as Old as Time. This is the Carved by the Heart, where it looks like his pieces look like they're hand carved out of wood, and it's a piece of like lumber wood, and it's being carved. Of course, it's not. This is stone resin, but it really gives that illusion. And the older pieces had like this fading white, and then the color would come through, which now they don't. Now when he makes these, you have the full color from the base up to the head of the character. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. Oh. This is absolutely stunning. This piece has also received a few reissues of it as well. I love this piece so much. So what you have here is the glass in this like resin dome over it, which is really cool. One of the very few times he featured this. We have Lumiere, we have Chip and Mrs. Potts, and we also have Cogsworth, the Beast, and Belle. Such a beautiful piece. This piece retailed for $85 when it first launched. You could still roughly find it for about $100. It's still relatively inexpensive to come across because they made quite a few reissues of it. After that, we're going to finish off with this side. I think that's what we're definitely going to do. We have another princess exclusive. That's that nut. It's like literally right in my throat. Alright, this one is called Enchanted. This was one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They didn't make. Oh yeah, they did. So a total of 8 princesses were released. And the center of the princess's dress has a castle. And this one right here is featuring Beast's castle. In beautiful, beautiful, beautiful coloring. The coloring, what I loved about these pieces is they used so much color as you zoom in. I've never seen pieces with so much different colors and how vivid they were. This one has become a little challenging to come across as well. It goes for about like $125 now in the secondary market. Absolutely gorgeous. They also made Anna, Elsa, Aurora, Rapunzel. They made Cinderella, Snow, and Ariel in this collection. Bloop. Recently, this came out a few years ago, like 2 years ago. This is called Be Kind. It's the Princess Personality Poses. This one is still relatively really easy to come across. This one retails for about $28 right now. Same retail MSRP price. All of the pieces I've discussed today, they don't make them anymore. This they still do make. And it's a small little personality pose. They made a few of these. They made Jasmine, Belle, Cinderella, Aurora, Rapunzel, Elsa, Anna, Tiana, and Snow White. Ta-da! Then we have this piece. This was one of like 4 or 5 pieces. This one's called Booksmart Beauty, and it is Belle with a book in her hand. This piece you could still relatively come across. It retailed for about $55. Again, still relatively easy to come across. They made this piece for Tiana, Rapunzel, Belle, also for Mulan and Pocahontas. Those were the 5 princesses that they made in this collection. And they're standing and holding an item that's quite iconic to who they were and what made them strong. And her Belle's was her intellect in reading and her love for books. Another piece we have is this portrait. This one's relatively new as well. This one came out about a year and a half ago. It is the Belle and Beast picture frame. You can still purchase this one. Retails for, I believe, $35 is the retail value for this piece. It is a portrait, a photo frame, and again, that same iconic piece that you keep seeing it everywhere. They use it multiple times with Belle and Beast right in the front. And again, this one's relatively easy to still come across. They made this one and a Mickey and Minnie getting married picture frame. Those came out relatively at the same time. We also have ornaments. So I'm not going to open this one, but I forgot to feature this one when I did Cinderella, but this is another Cinderella ornament that we never featured. And this was a 5-piece collection ornament set. They're snowflakes. They were not sold separately. You can only purchase them in this 5-piece jumbo set, ornament set, sorry. And we also have Belle. Aside from Cinderella, we have Cinderella, Belle, Snow, Aurora, Belle's up here, sorry, and Rapunzel. Yay! Another ornament is this one. And this one is Beast and Belle. It was sold together. It came as a set, and it came with, I forget who you came with. Yes, it came with Aladdin and Jasmine. So when you purchased this, it was Aladdin, Jasmine. Okay. It was, I'm sorry, I was distracted there. This ornament came in a set with Aladdin and Jasmine on a flying carpet, and then you had Beast and Belle. It's become a little difficult now to come across. You can only purchase it as a set. And this one right now, the set goes for like about $100, $125. We also have the most expensive ornament set I think Jim has ever made for in traditions. It's become very difficult. When this launched, while the price is still on it, this was actually purchased at Walt Disney World for $120. The price is actually, as you zoom in, I'm not sure if you'll be able to get that, but right above the barcode, there's the price. I purchased this on eBay on the secondary market, and I paid $175 for it like 6 years ago. So I bought this a very long time ago, and at the time, even when I bought it for like $175, that was a lot for it. It was very difficult to come across. It's very, of all the ornament sets, it's the most difficult one to come across. And it comes with a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 ornaments. And we're going to open it. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic, but we are going to open it. Now this piece goes for like about $350, $400 if you want to purchase it. Inside you have Chip and Mrs. Cogsworth. You also have, give me a second here, Lumiere, Beast, Belle. You also have, let me move some of these out of the way here. I don't want to put pressure on them. You have the Castle. You have the Rose. And you have Cogsworth. It is a stunning, stunning, stunning collection. It, again, is a 7-piece holiday ornament set. Very difficult to come across of all of them. It is the most difficult. I can't stress that enough. If you see this in the secondary market for anything under $300, don't think twice. Get it. If you're a collector and you want them and you want to complete Beauty and the Beast collection, you just jump on it. Love, love, love. Next piece. So then we have this piece, which is also one of 5 in the series, I believe. We've featured a few of these before. And the princesses they featured in this collection was Aurora, Belle, Cinderella, Ariel, and Rapunzel. And they seem like standard princesses, but the beauty behind these is they have a hidden compartment. And inside the hidden compartment, they have a little charm. And the charm is Chip. He's so cute. Hey, Chip. So we have a little chip inside of her dress. And again, you can put it back in, and it conceals the little charm. A little unconventional, but nevertheless super cutie. We also have this piece. This is Moonlight Waltz. This is a water globe or snow globe. It is inspired by Things Remembered, where it was initially launched at. It's Things Remembered. You can find these like at most malls in America. And it's a shop where you can like personalize like little cute gifts. And their version of it doesn't say Beauty and the Beast. It's just a gold plaque that you can engrave and like put someone's name on it. Like, congratulations on your wedding or whatever. So this is it. It is gorge. They made a few of those, and all of the ones that Things Remember made, Jim was able to get a few of them and remake them in the collection for us to purchase, because technically those are not part of the collection, because you have to engrave them. So I don't know. He has like 6 other ones that he's made that I don't own, because why would I? It's an Ariel with Flounder, because he never remade it. You can only engrave it. It is also a Eeyore. It is a Pluto with Mickey. It is a Mickey and Friends, all like standing on top of each other as well. And those are some of the ones that he made that you're not able to, he never remade, so I'm not able to purchase those until he remakes them. With the actual name plaque versus with the actual name of the movie title in the center versus the engraved plaque. We also have this piece. This is called Gifts of Love. Love this piece. And there's something fun. I didn't know about this piece, and I discovered till later, but it's a stunning piece. It came out for Aurora, Snow, Cinderella and Belle. And now now in fall, in the summer, yeah, come June, July, there's two more being made. It's going to be Ariel and Rapunzel. And what's really cute about these pieces is the gifts that they carry, because the gifts that they carry resemble the characters in the movie, their best friends, their companions, or their husbands, or their husbands, and or their love interest, their princes. So you have Cogsworth with this orange and yellow. You have Mrs. Potts and Chip. The orange and yellow are here. And then you have these two colors right here. This is Chip's gift. And then right here you have the Beast's gift. So beautiful, the detailing behind these gifts. I didn't notice that until the new ones came out. It became very evident for me, but that's a little hidden Easter egg. There you have it. This piece has gone up in value. It now retails for like about when it came out it was $125, $100, and now you can get it for like $150. This is called Moonlight Waltz. This is Belle and Beast. This was an anniversary piece. I believe it celebrated I'd like to say the 25th anniversary. Yeah, it was celebrating the 25th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast. I love her dress. It has this opalescent pearlesque finish with all these stones. The way just they're looking and embracing each other as they're dancing. Love this piece. It's become a little difficult to come across now as well. Then we have the Winter Woodland Belle. And this is called Bookish Beauty. Love this. I love the base of this. The pavement, the sheeps, her basket, the way it's woven is very detailed. Love the basket. So incredibly detailed the way this was made. The book, she looks stunning. I love this. This is one of my favorite Woodland pieces he's ever made. Excuse me while I yawn. Super, super, super cute. Then we have Belle and her first appearance with her father. And this is actually the first time we experience Belle her full body fully painted in her traditional clothing. And this one's called Devoted Daughter. I freaking love this piece. It came out right before Father's Day. It's an ideal Father's Day gift. It is such an endearing piece. Just the way they're looking at each other's eyes in this piece, the details on him, the rose molding on the bottom of his apron. I mean, it is just such a beautiful piece. One of my favorite pieces in the collection. They did her father so well in this piece. And just the way that they're embracing each other, and I'm obsessed. Incredible piece. They also released these pieces. These came after those. We'll do those at the very end. And they both came out at the same time. The name of this one is Workin' Round the Clock. This is like that final scene as they're going to get ready to defend the castle, and Romance by Candlelight. These pieces came out at the same time. Here we have Cogsworth and Mrs. Potts. Such a cute freaking piece. And then you have Lumiere and I forget her name, the duster chick, but she is so incredibly detailed. Here she has like this little string that's mixed media. The detailing in the rose molding with the lavender flowers on there is so beautifully done. Lumiere looks stunning. He's curved to the side. It's a delicate, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I love these. At the same time these came out, so did this piece. And then we have, first time ever in a series that we see Gaston and Lefou. And this is Muscle Bound Menace. Y'all saw this in my previous video that we did, our villains video 2 weeks ago. And 3 weeks ago, yeah. And this is Gaston and Lefou. This is such a kick-ass piece. I love this piece. I just love that we finally have a villain in the collection. The red is so contrast from everything else in this movie. Beautiful piece. And you can still find this one. You can still relatively find this one, this one, this, and this. These last few pieces I presenced, and this one, and this one, you can still find them at some retailers at the regular MSRP price. And the last 3 pieces are these 3. These came out, I believe they came out in 2016, which is Cogsworth, Lumiere. This one's called Ooh La La. Cogsworth actually does not have a name to it because it's such a small piece they couldn't fit it. And we have Mrs. Potts and Chip, and this is called A Mother's Love. These have become these have gone up in price since when they first launched. They're super cutie. Oh, I love these pieces so much. You have Chip and Mrs. Cogsworth. These, when they launched, they were about $35, and they've gone up drastically from there. They've gone up to like $75, $85. $75, $65 if you're lucky for some of them. Lumiere is super, super, super fragile. The way these wires sustain the candlesticks is incredible. And then Cogsworth has mixed media. There's a little thread there and a little plastic gold ball that goes back and forth. Stunning piece. Yeah, and with that being said, this completes the Beauty and the Beast Disney Jim Shore entire collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were able to cross some stuff out of your checklist. There is another piece coming out, and I will upload that image right there. And that is a dome glass piece that's coming out. It's not actually a glass piece. It's made of stone resin. And it's going to be in the shape of the dome glass where the heart is. And in there, you're going to, as you can see that beautiful scene, you see the characters in the background and Beast and Belle dancing in the center. I think it's going to be valued at like $125. It's going to be a little pricey. It's going to be a much larger piece that's coming out. And we also have another piece coming out. These 2 pieces launch now. They are launching now in the summer. June, July, they're expected to come out. And it is going to be Belle in a premiere edition. These will be, he's doing this new thing. They're going to be $150 each, 13 inches tall, which is taller than any of these pieces here. And she's going to have stones, like crystal stones as well, around her. And other little details as well. It's supposed to be part of like a more luxury collection that he's creating all 13 princesses in. The first one launching is going to be Belle, followed by Tiana, then Ariel, and it looks like Snow White's going to be after that. I've already seen some pictures and they look amazing, and he's actually already featured. If you go to his Facebook, he goes live every like one Wednesday a month or every other Wednesday, and he showed us the actual prototype of the Belle. It's stunning. So I'm really excited for those. Those 2 pieces are coming out this summer, and those will be added to this collection as well. So I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope these videos support you in completing your collection and knowing what's out there. I know it's very challenging at times to have, there's like no Beckett or no checklist of every piece ever made, and I hope this is probably some of the closest things you're going to come to it, and I hope that this video created value for you. So thank you so much for being with me here today. I can't wait to catch you on the next one. I have some things coming in the mail. I have 2 Polly Pockets that are incredibly rare, and I just got them. They're coming in from Holland, and someone who saw my Polly Pocket video was like, hey, I know you need these in your collection because I'm missing like 6 pieces to complete my Polly Pocket collection, and she has 2 of the 6, and so I dropped a hefty amount on them, but I do think that they were still at an incredible price point. And so I'm so excited to do that unboxing here with y'all. So excited because they're so rare to come across. So I should be getting those in by next week. So I can't wait to create that video, share it with y'all, and continue to be here with you every Monday. So thank you so much. Again, thank you for being here. Subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm here every Monday. It's my commitment to you. And until the next one, I will see you later.